Is it building peaceful community? The games will come up. So we have the search criteria, we have helpful instructions and tips for conducting games, and we have quick links to popular games. When the games are used enough, then they will go up to this popular games list, and then it will be easier to access. Here is the feedback. You can rate the game. You can add your comment. You put your name and your location, and you add your comment. For example, what it says, we like to play these games using a variety of props, such as funny hoods and large sunglasses. The kids think it's so funny. And then one has responded, that's a great idea. So you can put all the tips you have in this. We have sport specific that is coming up now, except from South Refugee. But for Northeast and Kampala, PCYD is sport specific. Sport specific is different. It is somehow challenging, but it is a lot of fun. The challenge is there are no RCA questions related to the different activities. So the coaches can put what he has talked about. He can put his question. We did a game in Burundi last week on sport. It was volleyball. The life skill was communication. We asked for one other team to not talk. They were not allowed to use body language. They were not allowed to talk at all. And then we used that for the RCA afterwards. So that is a tip that could have been here. What we did to change the game was to tell one team to not talk, so that the life skill came through. So those tips are the ones who are supposed to come here. So the portal to play is under development for piloting in the late spring. Access instructions will be shared as the site is rolled out in December. So the mobile coaches will come first. The portal to play is yet to, there's a lot of issues. Who is going to have access to this? There is copyright issues. Are all the coaches going to have access? What if they give the password to someone? You have to give password to everybody. First, they only wanted to give it to people that had rights to play email addresses. So we said no. In ISA, coach trainers and coaches need to do this. Okay. So this was, it's going to be exciting. What are you guys feeling right now? Yeah? I'm seeing some fears. It's still new. Yeah. Yeah, after practice. And this is new for our staff as well. I mean, we are going to all have to put ourselves into this and looking at how it's going to
be our last exercise to close the training. I want you to go back and think about it. Open Excel. So the first exercise we did was your office supplies budget for March. And I believe everybody got the concept. But now we're going to take it to another level. I want Excel to be part of your work. I want Microsoft Word to be part of your work. I want PowerPoint to be part of your work. So let's look at this. Class list. RTP primary school class list. Most of us are teachers and want to see how we can use Excel as teachers. Are we there? Yeah? You call it a mark sheet? Okay. Very good. Teachers know what they call it. Mark sheet, huh? Okay. Is that what you call it? Okay. So if you want to edit in Excel, Look at this bar here. Put the cursor where you want to put it and you can edit from here. You put the cursor right up here and you can delete and you'll see everything changes. If you want to edit, for example, I've already typed here RTP Primary School mark list. Before I had written something else. If I want to change it, see what I'm doing. I put the cursor up here and then I can backspace. And instead of mark sheet, I can write there score sheet. In case you make a mistake, put the cursor at the beginning, at the cell where you typed, and then you can click right up here and you can edit. There's somebody behind you to help you, so call for help.
Are you okay?
After that,
How full? How many is it doing? It's coming.
now this is our heading for the spreadsheet. I want you to put your cursor in cell A3. A3, are we there? Are we there? So, you're going to have a heading there called name. Name. Capital letters, caps lock. Make sure it's in caps lock. You should be knowing how to do that by now. Name. You want to write the name of the student down here. Then the first subject is English. English, math, science. Is it geography or SST? And then here you have RI. Total. There's no RI.
Is there?
A3 is name. B3 is English. C3 is math. D that. E that. F3 is total. Look at your neighbor's work. Make sure they're doing the right thing. From this illustration, we are going to generate a chart. And our chart is going to show which student scored highest and which student scored lowest. And we can even generate the average of each student. We'll find the total score of each student. We'll find the minimum, we'll find the maximum. All these are things you're familiar with. And Excel, you don't have to use your head. All you'll have to do is click, 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 and the computer will give you the answer. Are we there? We'll have to be neutral to everybody. The first name is Peter. Yes. In lowercase letters. Peter, name starts with a capital P. English teachers are here, they'll tell us. When you're writing names, you start with a capital letter. Make sure you're writing the way you see it here. I want you to get comfortable with the keyboard. Peter, have you done that? Let's move to the next cell and find out how much Peter scores in English. Peter scores 85. In math, 71. In science, 62. 62, yes. SST, 57. We'll find the total. 85, 7. Don't make up your own figures.
English.
Next is Mary. Yeah? I go slow. I encourage them to look at the projector. If you think I'm fast, try to look at the projector. 73 in English. In math, she scores 34. In science, 54. SST, 78. What? Don't worry, don't worry. These are just numbers. Next. Sheila scores 50 in English. In math, 54 in science, 56 in SST.
Yes, balance.
Mark. Mark scores 77. $63, 43, 57. Here's how we find the total score or total sum for the student.
Yeah.
You do what? You highlight for one. For example, Peter. Then you come up there and you select sum. This time, when you put the cursor like the way I've done, there's a dot there. That dot means you can paste the formula. And I can do that.